Did you just get your adhesive product and you're shocked why it isn't working? Before you panic, watch this video to learn all about adhesive failure. In this video, we're going to talk about what causes adhesive failure, why your adhesive may be failing, as well as how to prevent adhesive failure. The two main considerations are bonding ability and application. The bonding ability is affected by textures and curvature on the substrate, or if the material is powder coated. Based on the substrate you're sticking to, you need the proper adhesive to maximize the adhesive bond. The application is affected by the environment the adhesive is in. Will it be underwater? Will it be subjected to a lot of movement? Or will it be around a lot of dust and dirt? Getting a material that can withstand these conditions will help prevent adhesive failure. The primary factor to consider if your adhesive is failing is whether you chose the right adhesive. There's many different adhesives out there that are designed to do very specific things sometimes, and the application and stresses and everything that are involved, you may need a thicker adhesive or a more viscous adhesive, or one that's designed to stick to whatever it is that your substrate is. To find the right adhesive, you really need to reach out to a converter. You can do all the research yourself, but it is much more efficient to lean on the people that have been doing this for years and have the background knowledge needed to source for your specific application. That being said, you would need to share those specific requirements that are important to your application so that those can be considered as while they're sourcing the material for your actual design. Then it's also super important that everything isn't always made equal. Every application is not the same application. You always need to do some kind of application testing to proof out your result. One tip that we found is helpful is switching to a higher or a lower tack liner. When you're having issues with your assembly, specifically if it's automated, a lot of times you spend all this time and energy into sourcing your adhesive and you forget about the liner. So when it comes down to the assembly and your process, a lot of times the full functionality is dependent upon that liner to behave. We always recommend that you test your product in as close to the same conditions as possible. So temperatures, pressures, forces, the more you can make it like the actual application, the more you can rely on that data. Insufficient testing is another thing that can lead to failures in the field. If you don't proof out the design enough and test enough and build that data set to have a statistical comfort level in the performance of the product, you're opening yourself up to some problems in the future. To prevent adhesive failure, you should plan ahead considering adhesives in your process. The sooner you do that, the more that you can design the appropriate products into your design. Testing is also super important. You gotta make sure that you do that testing for verification of application. And then also finally, just make sure you're using the right product. So make sure that you've put the appropriate amount of effort into searching, researching, finding that correct product for your application. And then finally, all those things become much easier if you involve a converter. They'll definitely be able to help you with planning, design for assembly, and then also obviously choosing the right product for you. If you're still wondering what's best for you, you can reach out to us for a free sample or go to the Learning Center on our website where you can read about adhesive applications. Thanks for watching.